Belonging is a fundamental of the human condition. We cannot help but want to belong. And not to provide communities is to not satisfy a basic human need. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea of belonging is an underestimated principle in marketing these days. Welcome and good morning to JT in the Raw, show 136. Morning Troy, morning Tom, good morning Woz, hold in there Woz, morning Tim K, special K down there in the ACT, how are you mates? Welcome to JT in the Raw, where I chew the thin on business. And after 30 years in business, I've just got a few thins to chew. Good morning, Robin. Great to have everybody on board this morning. Today we are talking all about communities and the power of community in our brand and what it can do for sales and retention of our customers. Whatever industry we're in, whatever sporting team we have, whatever staffing needs we are leading. So that's what today is. It's all about community. If you're excited about today, give me a love heart right now. Hey, got a few shout outs. Woz, I think I saw you just there. Are you still there? Give me a wave or a love heart if you're there, Woz, because I've got a shout out to you. Ladies and gents, this week I caught up with Woz on the phone, and I want to give a big shout out to him who had the balls, the intestinal fortitude to increase his prices in his business. Congratulations, Woz, and all the Anytime team that you have, all your managers. That was a great decision, great business decision, and I'm really proud of your team that they have come through with flying colours on getting everything done, and that you have added some profit to your bottom line in not an unreasonable price rise, but a necessary price rise. I often think, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to price rises, the person that is most worried about a price rise is you. It is not always the customer. So congratulations, Woz, and all his managers on having the intestinal fortitude to increase your prices and handle the price rise process so brilliantly well. Also got a big shout out to Greta and Justina, who purchased a 2-for-1, buy one, get one free coaching session with me. So I was doing some coaching with them, and they have the largest chain of clubs in the Baltics. Estonia and Latvia. It was great working with them this week. So big shout out to you two, Greta and Justina. Thanks for having the opportunity to work with you guys. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Robin. Great having you all on the show this morning. Also, speaking of Chantal, I have a big shout out this morning to Chantel, Denise, Chris, Travis, Nikki, Alyssa, Cassie, Lachlan, and Sean, who have all contributed in the active management community by naming the books that they have read this month. The active management community is a community, online community, closed Facebook group for people who are owners and managers and staff of the fitness industry. So if you're not in that group and you want to get in that group, put active in the comments below. Active in the comments below, and you can join our community. Morning Shano, good morning Chris S. Great having you on board. Chris Stevenson, looking forward to catching up with you in a week and a bit. So these guys, at the end of every month, we recommend books that we've read in that month, and Chantel, Denise, Chris, Travis, Nikki, Alyssa, Cassie, Lachlan, and Sean all wrote down books. So big shout out to you guys for contributing to the active management community. Thank you. Remember, if you're in the industry and you're not in that, put active in the comments below. I'll send you the link to join our community. And finally, I am super excited to give a big shout out to Aaron and Lachlan, who are both members of different roundtables but have been awarded Ursa Rising Star Awards. Congratulations. It makes me super proud to have not one but two roundtable members acknowledged internationally by the International Health, Racquet and Sports Association as rising stars. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Aaron and Lachlan. Give me some love hearts for Aaron and Lachlan. That is an awesome achievement. Congratulations, Aaron and Lachlan. Bloody fantastic. Really proud of you guys and what you have done in your businesses. And I'm super, super excited that you guys are roundtable members. Hey, when I was trying to think about what I was going to talk about today, I went back and had a look at a couple of old JTInTheRaw shows, and I found this awesome one, which was Show 11. Show 11, a long, long time ago, that I actually did from Lake Placid, live from Lake Placid, and it was on the science of gratitude. And I watched it, and I just kind of went, wow, that's a pretty cool show. So, as a throwback in time, whichever way you want to point. If you haven't seen Show 11, where I talk about the science of gratitude and how gratitude can help you personally feel better, put 11 in the comments below, 11, and I'll send you the link to check out Show 11, the science of gratitude and how it can help you. So now let's talk about community. Let's talk about community. This week was Zoe's swimming carnival at school. Never expected to do brilliantly well, but she is a participator because every race you go in, you get 3 points for your house. What a good little girl she is. But the amazing thing about the swimming carnival was the community feel. And there were parents everywhere. Well, there weren't a lot of parents, but there were parents everywhere. And there were some really cool things happening. And the thing that was really cool was that parents were taking photos of our kid and sending it to us. My wife was at work, Robin was at work, and she's got 3 or 4 text messages. Good morning, Anna, over there in the US. Good morning, Jackie, over there in New Zealand. Great to have you on board, and communities is something we talked about with your team last week. Anyway, so Robin's at work, and I think she got 5 text messages. She doesn't even know who 3 of them were from, but they were photos of Zoe in the pool, getting ready, or even there were a couple of videos of her finishing. I had some Facebook messages from people, I had some text messages from people, and then I was sending messages and photos of kids that were swimming as well. And what that made me feel was incredibly entrenched in the Beecroft Public School community. It made me feel really special. It made me feel like I was part of something bigger than just Zoe's class or the family within a school or Zoe's class or the year. It made me feel part of the community. And we cannot underestimate that power. Just recently, I was admitted into our rugby club's closed group for the players. Now, I've been involved with this rugby club for nearly 10 years, I think, and never have I been allowed in the inner sanctum, the inner community of the players. And when I was granted access to that this week, that made me feel amazing. That made me feel special. Good morning, Jackson. Good morning, Lance. Great having you on board, Mr. Lance, El Presidente of the Little Athletics Association. Good morning. But it made me feel special that I was part of this community, this inner sanctum. And like I said right at the beginning, we cannot underestimate the power of community in our business, in our community, place where we live, but also where we work. And why is all this is important is because it is human nature that we want to be part of our community. Now, absolutely, morning Frosty, great having you on board. Katie Turner, good morning. Now, what is interesting is communities have certainly changed. Yes, they've become less formal. Perhaps they've even become online, like the community that we formed, which is the active management community. Remember, if you are in the fitness industry and are not part of the active management community, put active in the comments below and I'll get you started. So some communities are online. That is a really powerful thing. Sometimes we have a shorter commitment to a community. We might only be there for weeks, months. We might be there for years. So the idea of the community has certainly changed. And sometimes we join a community for specific goals. Now, one of the brands in the fitness industry that do community really well, I just happen to be wearing their shirt, is MyZone. MyZone have an unbelievable platform for making communities and communicating within that community around exercise. It's fantastic. So, one of the interesting things that I find amazing about communities, and this is why it's completely underestimated in our marketing message, and it's this, is that when you're in a community, people care about you. The example that I gave about Beecroft Public School, people cared enough about me, Zoe, or Robin that they would share those photos with us. It's a very powerful feeling of feeling that people care about each other. I was reading this book, which is a great book, The Culting of Brands. If you want the link to this book, put cult, C-U-L-T, in the comments below, C-U-L-T, cult, and I will send you the link to grab that book. And I was reading that book and they were talking about in there the church, the Mormon church. And here's a really interesting thing that they do. If you go missing from the church, if you're a regular at church and then all of a sudden you don't show up, the Mormons send someone round to your house to make sure you're okay. How cool's that? That is caring at a deep level. CrossFitters will definitely have a community and they'll go round to people's houses. In fact, Coach Glassman is quoted as saying, I want to have a community so strong that people don't even know each other but are prepared to go round to their house and pick someone up to come and have a workout with them if they can't get to the gym. Ladies and gentlemen, communities and being a part of a community is a human need. So the thought for this week moving forward is this. Number one is, what are you doing to build a community? What are you doing to connect people? That's number one. And number two, if you are connecting people and you do have a strong community, are you including that in your marketing? Because it will attract people. It will help you acquire customers. It will help you acquire new people to join your team. It will also keep people in your business. Keep customers. Keep people working for you. Morning, Angus over there in New Zealand. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a really interesting fact. You already know this. We live in a crazy, crazy world. There is so much shit going on in this world that people are looking for meaning. People are looking for meaning. People are looking to connect. Can you hear that? That's a bloody blower. People want to create order in their lives. There is that degree of order that is needed, and that's what a community do. That is what a community does. And you, regardless of what business you're in, you could be in the fitness business, you could be a real estate agent, you could be a physiotherapist, you could be a builder, you could be the school P&C leader, you could be, as Lance is, the head of Hornsby District Little Athletics Association or club. You can be the centre of the community. You can be the centre of the community, because when people come into that community, they will feel important, they will feel wanted, they will feel a greater sense of worth. That's my message for you, ladies and gentlemen. What did you think? Do you like the idea of community, empowering children, youth and families in community? Yes, Susan, great. Congratulations. That is awesome. What do you think? Give me a love heart if you like the idea of these building communities. It is a very powerful model in the culting of brands. It is a very powerful component in being a successful brand. A successful business is building communities. Ladies and gents, it has been awesome having you on board today on this fine Friday down here in Sydney, Australia. Lovely having everybody on board. Thanks, Bonnie, for that love heart. Jack, hope that was Please feel free to share this, Jackie, with your team. Send them along to watch JTInTheRaw, hashtag JTInTheRaw show 136. Community, community, community. It will be the glue that will keep people in your business and keep people or attract people to your business. What's on next week for me? I'm off to Toowoomba. I am off to Toowoomba next week. So I've got the Club Owners Industry Leaders Roundtable. A big shout out to Amber, who is making her 9th year in that roundtable. We've been running roundtables since 1994, and it has been going consistently in different shapes and forms, definitely. But Amber has been a consistent member for 9 years. So congratulations, Amber. If you are a personal trainer or you're a club owner watching this, put ILR in the comments below and I can send you a link about becoming a member of the ILR. Also got to catch up with a former ILR member in Brisbane on Thursday before heading back to Sydney Thursday afternoon. And on Friday, I'm going to be working with a group of Anytime Fitness managers and their owner, where we're going to be talking about leadership, delegation and problem solving. So that'll be next Friday. So I'll be doing JTInTheRaw just before heading into work with that team. Really excited about working with them because they are kicking some serious butt, that group of managers. So congratulations to them. Really looking forward to working with them. And finally, another big thing that's happening over the next week is a huge fitness industry technology summit announcement. The Fitness Industry Technology Summit is going to be held in Sydney on the 25th and 26th of July, and I have a big announcement coming either later today or early next week. So stay tuned for that. If you are not coming to that, then you're just bloody crazy. Grab a ticket. Tickets are limited. There's only 150 of them, and when you hear this new announcement, you will definitely want to come. So check that out. Put FITS, F-I-T-S, in the comments below if you want info. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show where we've talked about community. Community is a basic human need, and in our business, we have to be driving community. We have to be connecting people, making people feel special, giving them some meaning to this crazy world that we now live in. It is our opportunity to connect people, and that will be the glue that will keep them coming back to us regardless of whatever business we run. So before I go, 2 things. Number 1 is if you've just joined us, I talked about an old show, The Science of Gratitude. It was JTInTheRaw show 11. So put 11 in the comments below and I will send you the link to be able to watch show 11 where I talk about the science of gratitude live from Lake Placid. Fantastic backdrop for me that day. If you want to get a copy of this book, put CULT, C-U-L-T, in the comments below and I'll send you a link to that book. It's a cracker. It's an older book, but it's awesome. If you're a business owner in the fitness industry and you want to know about Roundtable, put ILR in the comments below and I will send you a link for ILR. And of course, if you want to know about the Fitness Industry Tech Summit, put FITS in the comments below. Before I bail, morning Brad Taylor over there in Canada. Great having you on board. Morning Nikki. Great having you on board this morning. It's been a big show. Lots of shout outs, lots of people watching. Thank you. Remember, if you think anyone you know could get value from this show and understand more about communities, please tag them in the comments below. It'll pop up on their news feed and then they get to watch it. They'll get it and they will also then understand, like you, what communities is and how it is important to your business. So it doesn't matter who they are, what they do, tag them in the comments below so they get an understanding of communities. That's it. That's it. JTInTheRaw, show 136. No, it's not. You know what's coming. It is Quote of the Week. My favourite part of the show, and yours too, I am sure. Quote of the Week goes something like this. Not to provide communities is to not satisfy basic needs. Ladies and gentlemen, the success of your business is about meeting customers' needs. So not to provide communities is to not satisfy basic human needs. Quote of the week, not to provide communities is to not satisfy basic human needs. You've been tuned into JT in the Raw Show 136. We're on the same time every single week where I chew the thin on business. It's been great having you on board. Remember, tag, remember, watch again, and put in the comments anything that you want more info on. Great having you on board. I will catch you on the flip side.